Yes, yes. He's apparently camping in a body bag. It's called his video is called Body Bag Stealth Camping in Freeway Interchange. That's just like a whole string of a crazy sentence, and I can't wait to watch it. Let me get the tab.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. Just approaching a freeway here, and there's an interchange. So I'm hoping to slide into a green space here between the freeway and a slip lane and camp for the night. It is about rush hour right now, so traffic is fairly relentless, but there should be a break because there's a set of lights up ahead, and then we'll just dart across this slip lane and set up in the trees over there. Should have a break in traffic any moment soon here. Yep, let's go. Okay. And
listen, I see you guys all asking questions about the body bag. How do you even get a body bag? Is it really a body bag? Is it a used body bag? I have no idea. I've not seen this at all. I have all these questions with you guys. How the fuck did this guy get a body bag? I don't know. I don't know. Is it really going to be a body bag? Has he just made something that's like a body bag? I don't know. It looked like one in the thumbnail.
okay, so just going to stop right in here for the moment. And perfect. I think I'm pretty well hidden right here, but this is just the first stop. I'm going to get this backpack off, and this looks like a pretty good spot. Okay, got that big heavy jacket off. I just couldn't fit it in the backpack, so I wore it. Look at these spruce trees. There is awesome coverage underneath these things, and most people are too busy tailgating each other to pay attention about what's going on in the green space here. Wow, this would be a real good one.
Oh my God.
Holy. That would take some clearing out, but it could be a good thing in the future. All right, just gonna wander around here a little bit.
Imagine being Steve. You got to get in the mind of Steve for a minute. You randomly see, it's just one tree. It's not even like a bunch of trees there where he's like getting it. No, he's talking about literally getting under that one tree. And he sees that as potential for the future. He's planning future videos. He's going to come back one day, clear out under the tree, leave again, just in preparation for him to one day stealth camp under the one singular Christmas tree. What?
Looks like a pretty good spot. Right, I'm seeing trash here already.
And yeah, okay,
wait.
Y'all ragged on me last time. I always forget what those trees are called, and yes, I call them all Christmas trees. Don't come for me.
Over there that weren't too stealthy.
Fine. I think it's
like they probably got told to move along. And yeah, bunch of cleaning supplies. So they probably cleaned up their equipment before they packed up and moved along. So, oh, this actually looks pretty decent right here. Yeah. Crawling in under here. I think this is arguably a better spot than the other one. I'm gonna go grab my gear and start making my way over here and give us some more camouflage.
Okay, picture it. You have some kind of either a car breakdown feet away from where he's going to be stealth camping, or, you know, God forbid there's some kind of an accident. A car goes like off the road and ends up at the trees. The cops show up, everything shows up, and there's a guy sleeping in a fucking body bag next to the accident. Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe, you know, just considering it's a body bag this time, maybe you should have gone a little further away from like the potential of shit happening, you know?
Between this spot actually and the other spot, pretty much a toss-up, except this one is real close to this lane of traffic there, and the other one's further away. So when a car comes careening off, it could squish me here, and the other one is just a little bit further away from those nice houses across the road. So we're gonna make tracks for that other spot. Let's go.
Look at how close the cars are.
Okay. Right on. Let's get into the cover of these woods. This is a fine spot, but it's a little exposed. So I'm going to use this nice stuff. I have a couple different patterns.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. For the parody, I went looking online to order one of those stupid, the camo things that he like throws at things and hangs in the trees. I was going to just throw it on the top of the tent. It was going to be funny. Anyway, those things are like $90. I'm not throwing $90 in to do a stupid video. No, I refuse. Instead, I will go outside and find a couple of sticks on the ground, throw them on top of the tent, and that's going to be my camo. Fuck that.
I'm going to pick the one that kind of matches the spruce a little better. Let's see what we got. This is the winner. And we'll just string this up along there. Then we'll take a peek from the outside and see what it looks like.
Oh my God, wait, I have a camo sweatshirt. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll throw the sweatshirt on top of the tent and 2 sticks and we'll call it a day. Oh, hell yeah. My step 2 is going to be a J and a Coke Zero.
Okay, I think we've got a small break in. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, now looks like a good time. And from out here, from where the cars are going to be traveling, what do we see? Oh, that's perfect. The sun shines behind it a little bit, but we've only got an hour and a half of sunshine left, so that looks pretty good to me.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, do I know where he camps? Like, does he go everywhere like Everest or just like close to where he lives? He does most of his camping. I've noticed most of the videos I've seen anyway are close enough to where he lives. He stays in Alberta anyway and just kind of moves around a little bit, but he has done others in other places for sure.
The best thing about places like this is there's no sidewalks, no walking trails, and the traffic going by is going at freeway merging speed. So you'd really have to be curious about what's going on in the woods to pull over on a freeway on-ramp and check things out. So I think we should be in for a night of smooth sailing. So for today's shelter, I have to thank John S. for suggesting this, and anybody else who's suggested it, is a body bag, actual medical grade body bag. You can get them off of Amazon for about $30.
Well, mystery solved. You really can get everything on Amazon, can't you? $30, you get a body bag off Amazon. Why the fuck is Amazon selling body bags? Really though, why is Amazon selling body bags? Who's buying body bags from Amazon? Oh my God, I gotta go look after. I bet the comments, you know, like the reviews under the body bags must be hilarious. I gotta check that out after. Holy crap. The police probably. They're buying Amazon body bags? Why did I assume they kind of had their own source for body bags? The Amazon serial killer probably. I mean, I wonder, is this Amazon shop? Oh, yeah, for sure. He's on some kind of a list somewhere. Holy crap. Sorry, I just took that question away about FFG. Don't drink. I really don't drink. Maybe like once a year, twice a year at most. I'll drink, but it's really not my thing. I prefer my weed.
They're waterproof, so that's good. They got a zipper, so that's even better. And yeah, so tonight I'm just going to crawl into a body bag, and that should provide me all the shelter I need from the elements. perfect. Just smells like a tarp. It doesn't have any gross medical smell to it. Tells me it's new. Good.
Okay, I'm not trying to alarm anybody. I'm just going to say that I've just gone over to the Amazon.ca and clicked onto the body bag, the first body bag that I found. And what's alarming to me is that the first thing that popped up is like, act now, there's only 5 left in stock. Oh my God. Who's buying these? Why is there only 5 left in stock? The fuck is going on? Steve, how many body bags did you buy? And why?
Might be a little cold tonight, so I got this sleeping bag liner. Always a good thing to have. It'll add a couple of degrees warmth to this paper thin sleeping bag. It is really soft here on all these spruce needles, but I am going to use the sleeping pad for added insulation value.
Okay, no, no, wait. I'm not even listening to Steve anymore. Let me tell you what's going on this side here. So yeah, I've got to Amazon. I've clicked on the first body bag. I scrolled down to the comments. There was only one comment, some guy using it as a bivy bag. That I think that's something to do with camping. Anyway, whatever. So I go and click on the second body bag, like available, whatever. Yeah, I can show you. Actually, I don't know if I can show this on the internet. You know what? No, I don't know if I can. I really don't know the rules of this website. I know this wouldn't fly on YouTube, so let me just assume it's not. They have like a cadaver doll in the body bag in a photo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. This is so fucked. Wait, let me put the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. You guys all go there so we can be freaking out a little bit together. Hold on. Okay, everybody go here. Wait. Oh, crap. Oh, why is life so difficult? Here. Okay, here's the link. Oh my God. Click on that and meet me in the comments and like on your scroll down, stop by the picture. Oh, good Lord. Where it says like from the manufacturer, body bag stretcher combo. Keep scrolling down and you're going to get to a picture of a doll. Oh my God. No, why? Why would they put that picture? No. Oh no. Why would they do that? Oh my God. Okay. The comments. My friends and I are twisted. We stuffed a friend in this body bag for Halloween and covered her in whipped cream. Did not leak. Still smells like dairy, but hey, was perfect for our needs. Now to bury her in my front yard for fun. What? Oh my God. Good material and stitching. Thankfully, haven't had to use it. Oh, no. I was driving with a body in my trunk when I was pulled over for whatever reason. The officer asked what was in the bag. I said camping supplies, but he said it's clearly a body in the bag, and I was taken into custody. Currently out on bail, but yeah, would not recommend. And it was given a 1-star review. No! Oh my God. Oh no. This is so fucked. Oh my God. Wait, another person gives a 1-star review. The description shows 12 bags, not one. Please send the remainder ASAP. We have only received 1 bag. What the fuck did you need 12 for? Oh my God. Okay, well, that was a really interesting sidebar. Who knew you could buy body bags on Amazon. You learn something new every day, huh? Thanks, Steve.
I originally thought that little automatic inflator was gimmicky and unnecessary, but after 6 inflations, it's still on those AAA batteries, and I have to say, I'm impressed. I always like tucking the sleeping pad into the sleeping bag. That way it doesn't twist around sideways on me, etc.
Oh God, Bambi, I'm scared to go and look. Gasket reviews on Amazon are wild. We might have to do a whole stream about this. This has opened a whole new world of like gruesome to me. We may have to come back to this. Put a little reminder on this one. We'll be back.
Can't be Halloween camping without a mummy bag. I'll see myself out. Get the mummy bag in the body bag. And well, I think that calls for a step 2. Got this
well, sitting on a body bag to drink your beer. Step 2 time. Step 1, set up the body bag. Step 2, get fucked up on the body bag.
It'll be blood orange. Yeah. I'm not good at Halloween stuff, but I'm sure good at enjoying a step 2. Delish. Low alcohol too, 3.5%, because on a diet. Twilight is just beginning, so with the change in lighting, I'll take another peek from the outside, and then we're going to get some dinner started, because this will take a few hours at least. Well. Yep. That's just fine in my opinion. Spooky Halloween-themed foods are tricky. Most of the recipes just seem to be decorating normal food as something spooky. The only one that I really wanted to eat that was suggested, the best they could do is a pun, and it's goulash, I know. So when I was out, I picked up this pot, believe it or not. It's the seed of...
Oh my God, he's going to start making goulash in the middle of a desert. A desert, what? Like under a tree. What desert? What's the matter with my brain? Part of the thing I find so funny about Steve is that he used to get criticized about the things that he would cook on these like stealth camping missions. So without even really addressing the fact that people were giving him like hell about what he was cooking, he just really leaned into like making things even somewhat more complicated. Somebody had said something once about, I can't believe you're sitting there chopping an onion. And then in the next video he made, he was chopping the ingredients for an entire salad. You know? Everything started getting more and more complicated and stuff. And that's that dry sense of humor. I think it's funny. He's really funny to me. Yeah, it's like petty in a dry way.
The Summit X pot. And it pops into a pot like so. So I couldn't pass it up because of its stealthy implications. However, I didn't realize you can't fry in it or saute or anything. It's strictly a boiling thing. That doesn't work with browning beef. So fortunately, I had a little tiny thing that I can brown up some beef, then we'll just dump it all in and boil it for hours. That's the way it goes. I had to bring my somewhat larger burner because this actually simmers appropriately. That rocket stove on the spaghetti did a number on the bottom of that pan. I'll tell you that. This one should be able to maintain a little more reasonable simmer. Unfortunately, I know this road noise is pretty annoying, There's not a whole lot I can do. I'm trying to time the shots in between the traffic and stay as close to the mic as I can here. But that'll subside here in an hour or so when the good people of the world are back with their families cooking their own goulash. Perfect. I even got a lighter. Okay. Doesn't sound like a simmer. Oh, yeah. That's going to do quite okay.
I always laugh at his cooking. Every single time it makes me laugh. Even though, like, the pack of beef, it's just a little too ridiculous. Not only for camping are these recipes ridiculous, but the fact that, like, for example, right now, don't forget, he's like huddled under a tree, feet away from like a freeway. You know, it's just so insane. Making goulash like it's nothing. You can see his little bag of bread behind him. He took a little butter out of a thing to like cook up his beef. It's ridiculous.
Small batches to get them nice and browned. I found this recipe online, and it's an instant pot recipe, but it also had stovetop instructions.
I totally agree. It's like night and day, Stevie and Evie, right? But I love them both equally also. Not to shit on Evie at all, but there's something maybe I think I like more about Steve because he's just so fucking real. You know what I mean? And this takes balls. I don't care. You're just randomly sitting under a tree, browning your beef in small bits at a time. You know what I mean? This is insane. I love it.
The Instant Pot ones said put it on saute or something, brown the beef, saute the veggies, then dump in all the rest of the stuff, push the button, and wait for a few hours. I could probably do a reasonable facsimile here. Smells good. Just got the last little bit of beef ground up here, and I'll deglaze the pan here with some concentrated beef broth and a little water. I like the concentrated stuff because that gives me the option, if I don't use all of it, to use it on a later meal. And pretty much then it's a boil fest for the rest of the night. Doing the one pot boogie, no, 2 pots, pan in a pot. It smells really good. Okay, and first spill of the evening. We're not going to push our luck any further into the main pot. And here we go. That worked out good.
No, yeah, it's just the ridiculousness of it. Deglazing his pot under the tree next to the highway. You know, how could you not love Steve? This is ridiculous. Let's
start boiling up a bunch of stuff. Pull out the spruce needles. Veggies are okay, so mix of bell peppers. That looks to be a whole sweet Vidalia onion. That's okay. Oh, it's going to be a veggie-laden. Oh, that's okay. Paprika. Can't go wrong with paprika. Smoked paprika. Had to buy it just for this occasion, so it's not even opened yet. Smoked paprika.
Smoked paprika under a tree, feet away from a freeway. Smoked paprika. Wow.
Smoky. Right on. Okay. This is like the main part of the stew, so it looks like I'm really abusing the dish with the paprika, but it's not the case. It relies on this for flavor.
Steve. Abuse it. What's paprika anyway? Isn't paprika only ground up red peppers? You can't really kill anything with paprika. Let's be real.
Now, tomato paste, although it looks like toothpaste, it's the perfect thing for camping. It's a little tomato paste. Ditto with the garlic. Salt and pepper we'll tweak later.
Marvin, FFG, do they have guys with smokers selling barbecue ribs at gas stations in Canada? I've never seen that before in my life or heard of it, but my God, would they ever make a fortune if they did? What the hell? I wish they did. They don't.
For the most part, that's about it. It does want some flour, so give it what it wants. And in goes the rest of this concentrate. And the flour probably should have been done as a roux with the vegetables or...
Okay. However, I can buy pupusas out of the back of a minivan in my neighborhood. I don't know if you can do that. That's sort of a thing here. But they're like, it's like, they can't just be out in the open with that shit here, you know?
Whatever the case is, but it's camping, right? Not gourmet chef of the day here. Bring to a boil, cover and simmer, and then we'll adjust the recipe as taste dictates. Yeah, it is. All the hard work is done, and she's simmering. It's going to be great. Smells fantastic already. Across the main freeway there is a house with its lights on and a clear view of me. I didn't expect that side to be exposed, so I'm just going to have to be careful. I don't think I have another camo tarp with me.
Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but if I had just one camo tarp and I was either going to block off the fast-moving freeway or the one house with a window looking directly at me, I would be more worried about the house. The people driving by don't necessarily give a fuck that even if there is a guy chilling in the trees. The people at that house are going to be concerned because they live there. And there's some freak outside making a fucking pot of food under a tree. They're the ones you need to worry about. You need to move the tarp, Steve. Come on. You see like smoke coming out of the tree and you're like, what the fuck? So you go outside and what am I smell? Do I smell beef? And you go closer to the tree and there's just a lunatic with a camera and a pot of food hiding under the tree.
The goulash is simmering nicely, and it's a little darker, so we can kind of walk around here. There's the main freeway right here behind me.
Lucky Lola, I doubt it for real. Steve's channel is huge, like millions. Not to shit on Evie by any means, but Evie's channel is just like moving up now. You know what I mean? He's like about to hit 100,000, and it came very quickly. It's different. Like he's new to YouTube. Like I would imagine people tend to watch more about them or search themselves more and stuff when they're new. Plus, Evie is younger. He's more like into the online and stuff. Steve doesn't really strike me like the type to spend too much time online besides his own thing, you know? I really doubt it.
And this is the slip lane for the folks that want to get on the freeway going that way. And over here, there's the...
Wait. Evie's a gamer? What does he play? I was like, what does he do? What does he play? Oh my God. What kind of games is he into? Is it like shooting games? Or is it like Animal Farm? Animal Farm, is that what? Animal Crossing? I forget what the fuck that game y'all are obsessed with. What's his type of game? Animal Crossing, Animal Farm. I'm so old. Okay. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Okay, what's he more into? Like, is it the shooting games? Or are they more like the animals and cutesy poo? Animal Crossing on a farm. No, I will not play it. Listen, when I want to play, when I want to game, I game one thing and one thing alone, and it's Super Mario Brothers 3. There's never going to be a game that good. There has never been a game that good. I don't care. Fight me all day. There will never be a game that good. We are the Animal Farm. I called it Animal Farm. Fucking idiot. Yes. Poison Petit Four. I'm old. Oh my God. The ads are playing. Okay. Imagine if Eevee games with Salad. No, I don't even want those worlds to collide. Eevee doesn't need all that in his life. You play Mario Kart too? That's true. I do. I played Mario Kart mostly because we could all play together. But if it's just like, you know, I suddenly get the urge to play a game, I'm only playing Mario 3. I could just play that game for the rest of my life. FFG still, wait. You still have to beat her at Mario Kart? She doesn't have a Switch anymore. She can't even play Mario Kart anymore. Wah, wah. Wait, man, I have YouTube Premium. I do not miss the ads. FFG, love for you to play Mario Kart again. You know, we haven't played in like, I don't know, 13, 14 months or something. I haven't even taken the Switch out of the drawer in like 13 months. I don't know. I don't know what it is with me. I go so hot and then so cold on things. I'm like a 0 or 100, nothing in between. Always have been, always will be. It's a flaw, really. But I got so fucking into that game when we were all still in lockdown. I got the Switch. We were playing together. We played. And then when they ended the lockdown, it's like I associated the Switch to being locked in my home, and I just don't even want to touch it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Overpass thingy there for the folks that want to go that way down the freeway. And yeah, there's a lot of junk out here. Look at this. See? Irresponsible stealth campers. You can't just leave that stuff behind. The dinner is still simmering away, and there are a ton of invasive streetlights around here. As right behind me over here, there.
Yeah, listen, I'm the same when it comes to food, when it comes to music, when I get everything in my life, even a drink. Sometimes, you know, like when I had my obsession with the Coke Zero Cherry, and it was like every single day, and then I just don't want them at all anymore. Hot and cold. It's like 100 or 0. And I always fucking do that. And I don't know why it really bothers me about myself, but I can't stop. I always say I have to kill things. I can't just like do things. I have to do it until I kill it and I don't even want it anymore and it's over. It's dead to me, you know?
There's that one there. There's all these over here. And I kind of think it's okay for me to turn on a small flashlight so I can see what I'm doing, because it shouldn't stand out with all these street lights. Goulash is a meal that takes an awful lot of time to cook. So probably not your best meal to cook when you're stealth camping. All right, we're gonna head on over to that grove of trees and check things out. I don't even know. The body bag. Yeah, it's.
Okay, doesn't this look like he's now been caught by the cops and they're like interrogating him, and that's what that like bright ass thing is, like a flashlight or something, and they just got this lunatic hiding under a tree with a body bag and a camo like tarp thing. I don't like this one. I don't know. The body bag makes it extra sick or something, and these videos are sick enough without body bags.
Got 3 handles on each side. Then it looks like one in the front, probably one on the back. The zipper, there's 2 zippers, and it opens the whole thing up. So I'm hunkered down inside of here. The thing is waterproof, chemical proof. Of course it's waterproof.
Oh my God.
It's kind of its job. But
does anyone else like have the creeps right now? I have goosebumps. I feel like creepy. And I'm thinking in my mind how much money you'd have to pay me for me to get into that body bag and sleep the night in it. Ooh, it would be a lot.
As morbid as it is, This is a pretty cool bivy sack alternative. It actually packs up pretty quick and pretty small in the backpack. So, body bag. Well, this cooked down pretty good. I could have boiled it down a little more, I think, but that's pretty good. Might not look that good, but it sure does taste good. So I got these fresh baked tray buns, and we're gonna.
Yes, I would do it for a price. I have a price. It's like my mother's sister said to me once when she almost got pummeled by me. Everybody's a whore sometimes, Anne-Marie. Listen, I got my price too to Charmouth, okay? I will Charmouth my sleeping in a body bag. I don't know the price yet, but it exists.
Scoop some of this into there. And, of course, I have to give a huge shout out to the beer donation folks. And I wish you were here with us right now. Cracking delicious step 2.
Yes, I refer to my mom. My mom has 2 sisters, and I refer to them both as my mother's sisters because I can't stand either one of them, and I don't consider them my aunts. So they're my mother's sisters. When I say I have 5 aunts on my dad's side, 5, I call them my aunts. My mother has 2 sisters. It's not the same.
Oh my, I'm just spilling chunks of beef all over myself. But yeah, for all the folks that have donated, thank you so much. Wow.
With his fucking goulash and his bread under the tree. Like now that he's eating it, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Okay, it's dark now. But it was daylight. He's fucking simmering a pot for what seems like hours. It's weird. It's weird. FFG, if your channel got really big, would you quit your job? Never. Over my dead body would I ever quit my job for YouTube. No matter how big any channel ever got, for example. Channel can be gone. You blink, it's gone. You wake up tomorrow, it's gone. There's nothing guaranteed at all. No matter how big a channel gets, it's big in the moment. You have fuck all tomorrow. You know what I'll always have tomorrow? My job.
I probably shouldn't have cooked it so much without stirring it because it's a little bit burned, but certainly delicious. All right. It's time to crawl into the mummy bag.
Oh my God, that's so funny. New Year, is he homeless or is this a hobby? Hey, he's not homeless. He's just insane a little bit in a funny way. He's one of those funny crazies though. And he goes on crazy stealth camping like missions in random spots.
Then also zip myself up in the body bag. It feels warmer already. Excellent. And yes. It's fine.
Oh my God, look at this.
No zipper on the inside.
Oh my God,
so
no.
I won't zip it all the way up.
Okay, Tweety, wait a minute. What's your price, bitch? Think about it. What if before you had to zip yourself up in the body bag, they gave you a nice rosé, un bon petit steak, bien cuit, à ton goût, A little rosé, a little steak for Tweety. Maybe they just slip you 100,000 euro, maybe. Would you zip yourself up then? Girl, I would dive head first into that fucking body bag for that.
Right on. This body bag is cozy. I'm not zipping it all the way up for all.
You see, bam. And Tweety just set her price because, in the words of my mother's sister, everybody's a whore sometimes. Tweety, welcome to Charmute Life.
Obvious reasons, but not quite tired yet. So I'm going to tell you a story. I don't get scared a lot.
We certainly did.
I'm scared of security guards and police and bears and heights. And that's about it. But I was camping once in my motorhome, and I pulled down to the bottom of this dam on Vancouver Island, and I camped for the night. I started a huge fire. It was gigantic, and I figured that would scare off any animals. And the thing was like 6 feet high, and I'd ended up going back into the RV and watching some shows, and then smack on the side of the motorhome. And there was nothing around. There's no trees. You know, I thought maybe, you know, an owl or something had dive bombed it, which I've had before. But I turned on my flashlight. I went outside and I looked around, and there was nothing out there. So I went back in. I actually stoked the fire again, just to be sure that it was a big, powerful fire. And yeah, another 15 minutes later, bang! Like, it sounded like somebody's human fist smacking the side of the motorhome. And I didn't go out that time to look. I just kind of went to bed and said, I'm getting out of here in the morning.
How do you just go back to sleep after that? Oh my God, I understand not going outside. I'd be scared to go outside too, but that's where you grab the bat. And you just stay there awake and alert all night long, freaked out as fuck, clenching your bat. No? Is that not normal behavior? That's what I would do. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep. We'll leave in the morning. The fuck are you talking about? Why don't you leave now? Fell asleep with a roaring fire, like camping, you know, and like you go to sleep as it burns, keeps the animals away. Oh. Although if you're in a motorhome, what are you really keeping the animals away? I don't know enough about camping. Point is, this is his body bag equivalent of like a horror or like a ghost story. Oh my God, no.
And when I went to leave in the morning, there was a fresh skiff of snow on the ground. And I couldn't see any footprints, but I could see depressions, like where the snow had settled over what would have been possibly footprints. But there was nothing anywhere near. So the best I could figure was it was some disgruntled old mountain man coming down that didn't like me camping in that campground, or yet to be determined creature. I did Google the place I was, and one of the first things that came up was a Sasquatch sighting in the area. But I'm a skeptic, so I don't know. But
do you believe in Sasquatch? Do you believe in Bigfoot? I don't know. Is it maybe a bear? Maybe. Could it be something else? Yes. You believe in that shit? Okay. Okay. You think there's a Sasquatch? Okay. I'm not shitting on it. I believe in like all kinds of things. Hey, you believe bees and let bees, believe and let believe, you know? 4 of you saw the Sasquatch? All right. What's more scary, rando psycho-human or mythical creature? Rando psycho-human. I'm more terrified that there's like a killer on the loose coming to like peep in your windows as you sleep. That's way more scary to me. I don't know. Do you guys believe in aliens? I do. I kind of do. I think it's egotistical to assume that we're the only ones, the only beings. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff you just can't explain. And cats exist. And they're just so far from the like realm of normal that they have to be connected to some aliens. I don't know. I believe that fully.
I got right out of there, and I don't plan to go back to, I think that was the Strathcona Dam, perhaps, on Vancouver Island. But, all right, let's zip this up and get to bed. Enough of this scary stuff for tonight. Good morning. It's about 6:20 a.m. and believe it or not, the sun's not going to rise for another couple of hours, and it's freezing cold. So I just start packing things up and get out of here before the morning rush hour starts and before this condensation in the body bag gets any worse. I'll explain about that in a moment.
Condensation in the body bag. No. Like, it's good for him that he doesn't fake his videos. I would be out of that fucking body bag. Ugh. At least sleep with it unzipped. I don't know. Condensation in the body bag. Everything he says from that body bag just creeps me the fuck out. Did he pee? No, I'm guessing it's from his breathing. Maybe? Sweating? I don't know.
Oh, it's chilly. Okay, so the deal is body bags don't breathe because...
Oh, yeah. Booty fang. I did say cats. C-A-T-S. Meow. Cats are fucking aliens or sent by aliens. Come on. Listen, even cat people, you have to admit, they are fucking weird. Like, fucking weird. Dogs exist. Other animals exist. And then there's cats. And cats are on, like, their whole, like, I don't know. They just don't belong. You know, one of these things that doesn't belong, it's the cats. And they're sent by the aliens. It has to be. Look at the way they behave and look at the shapes of their heads. Aliens. Boom. Aliens. It's the only explanation. That's sort of like why they have no respect for us and they don't listen to people and shit. They're just like roaming the earth looking for like information or something. And they're sending it back somewhere. Cats are the link. What do you think? The Sphinx is a thing and shit. They were letting us know without letting us know. The cats are the masters here, and it's because they're sent by the aliens. Think about it.
Because it would be absolutely, totally, completely disgusting if they did. Now, I figured that the amount of perspiration coming off of me wouldn't be a big deal. Oh, very wrong. This sleeping bag is like saturated. Look at that. Because it is.
Okay. Oh, it's saturated. That's so disgusting. I don't want to hear about a saturated fucking body bag. The ads are running. So let's go back to the cat thing. I see a bunch of you in the chat going, how high are you, Frenchie? You must be high today, Frenchie. I am, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, high or not, just think about it. Just open your minds a little. Cats are not from this earth. Dogs are. Yeah. Ducks. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cats. No. I'm trying to leave Baby J stories out of it, but I'm going to say one little quick BBJ thing because it just proved that she was an alien, okay? So the other day, BBJ, there was something with BBJ's chest, and they had to cut the fur on BBJ's chest, okay? Like a mat deep in the chest fur, whatever. So they were scratching her where the mat was, and she got so fucking into it. She was loving it, licking like the hand and arm and everything. And then it's like she went fucking berserk. Her head shook and she bit out of nowhere. Just a fucking sudden bite. The wires in the brain or something, I don't know, the aliens did something a little wrong, and there was some connection there from the chest to the brain, and it created some kind of a short circuit, and the cat went fucking haywire and out of nowhere bit, and listen, aliens, that's the proof. Boom.
Right around freezing, so 32 Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius. And as soon as any of that perspiration hit the cold outside of this body bag, yeah, it actually is a lot worse than nothing at all. So
listen, I know, okay, my brother really knows about cats, okay? He's the cat lover, okay? My brother was all like, oh, like that was so sweet. Like she got so like into it. It's like an overstimulation thing. And it's like she got too excited and really enjoyed it. And it was the feeling of that mat no longer being there. And, you know, the fur not pulling and the relief of having someone scratch that spot. She just got so damn into it. It's like she didn't know how to behave. And so she bit, you know what I mean? But to me, I was like, I'm hearing that story and like looking with like side eye, like, alien. Haywire. I see.
I'm going to start packing this stuff up. Get out of here as quickly as I can.
Oh God, you've hit the second trigger of animals to me. Okay. I can take a bird, like one bird. Okay. Oh, and now there's two birds. And now I feel like I got to keep an eye on the birds. If all the birds assembled, you know how like when they sit on like a line all together, like a power line or whatever, or phone. I don't know what the fuck those lines are, but sometimes you're walking down the street. Let's say you look up and there's like the wires and you see like the whole wire and it's just fucking birds all sitting there in a row. It shows how well they can organize. You've seen the flying V. It shows how well they can organize. There are so many fucking birds on this planet. If those motherfuckers all got it together and got in cahoots, we would be screwed. They could peck every human being to death in like an hour. It would be done for us. The birds own the planet now. You got to watch out for the birds. Any more than two together, watch them. You don't take your eye off those birds. They're plotting something.
Awesome. All cleaned up and we are out of here. Oh wow, there was a frost last night. This grass is crispy. But like my mom always said, don't use a body bag when you're stealth camping or the condensation will become a problem for you. It's an old family saying we had. So I'm just gonna sneak across this slip lane back to the car, and I think it's time to get something hot to drink.
Yeah, that dry humor, he just slipped that in like it wasn't even a joke. You know what I mean? Never fall asleep with the body bag zipped up. It's an old family joke or whatever. Ooh.
Looks good. Let's roll. Just
Red Phoenix, it's called Triple Burger, and it's spectacular.
All right, the official reading is -3 degrees Celsius, or around 26 Fahrenheit. So that explains the coldness. And yeah, I didn't bring my big, powerful sleeping bag because it has lofted for so long that I couldn't even fit it in my backpack. I need a compression bag to squish that right back down. But time for a tea, I do believe. And Monopoly's still on, so you know what that means. All right.
Hi there, welcome to MONTREAL. So can I get for you today?
Oh, hey, could I get an extra large green tea?
Extra large green tea?
Yeah.
How do you take it?
Just as it is.
Just black, okay?
Just as it is. I'm trying to get his voice down the way he says extra large. Large. It's that like extra Canadian way of saying it, eh? I need a extra large green tea. I've never seen him take a green tea. So it's coffee. Wow. The body bag changed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Next window, please. Thank
Thanks.
you.
So I had to make the decision. Do I try and just power through it until the sun comes up?
Yes.
Or do I get a bright and early start to the day? And yeah, so here we are.
Oh,
bright and early.
Hi there, extra large.
Wow, I think this is the first time I've ever seen Steve like cop out of one of his stealth missions ever. I wonder if it was really the humidity or he got freaked the fuck out himself being in the body bag. He like weirded himself out in the night or something.
Yeah, on the debit. Thanks.
Oh no, his debit card looked green to me. Green debit cards in this country only mean one thing, Steve. Get away from TD Bank. Get away. Get away. Trust me, a day will come where you're going to regret the day that you ever had anything to do with TD Bank. I'm not going back into the rant. Damn it, Steve.
Thank you.
Thanks. Right on. So, early bird catches the worm. Here we go. I can see she's making the tea right there. Perfect. So, yeah, that was actually kind of a boring stealth camping as far as stealth camping goes. It was informative, though, to learn how the body bags perform. Poorly. Hey, thanks. And that's the way it goes. If it's a good stealth camping spot, it normally means it's a boring video. There's nobody walking around. There's no dogs coming by. Nothing like that. So I do apologize for the lack of me frantically trying to hide from people. But that's just a sign of a good location. And yes, if you do like these videos or you find this unique and interesting or something you would consider watching again, please don't hesitate to subscribe. I've got a big list of stuff to do today, so I'm going to get at it. But thank you all for watching.
Okay. That's amazing. I've really never seen him cop out of one of these stealthy camping missions like that. Incredible. I swear to God, I wonder, because I've seen him camp even like soaking wet, where he's arrived and before he even started his step one of setting up the camp, it started pouring on him and he was soaking wet and he still spent the night and he was in the hammock that night. So it's still like a pretty enclosed space, kind of like the body bag. I really do wonder if that night in the body bag, he just weirded himself out in his own breath, like psyched himself out. I've never seen him quit a mission like that. And it is pretty interesting that it is the body bag one. I don't know. I'm not buying this one. So, listen, I don't care that he copped out of it, but it would have been funny if he admitted it, eh? Anyway, that was weird. Learned all kinds of weird things in that one. Amazon, I'm going to have a hell of a time with Amazon later today. I got a lot of things to search. It's going to be a good time. Who knew? Who knew you could buy body bags on Amazon? There's a whole world out there, I suppose. Anyway, let's move on to a much better video, okay? This one does not give me the creeps. This one is awesome. Hold on, let me get the tab.
Hey everyone, welcome to Camping with Steve. This one has been on my list for about 40 years. I'm going to camp in a blanket fort in an actual campground. I didn't expect so much snow, but this video was planned ahead of time, so I'm doing it anyways. I'm not going to wait for the snow to melt. Got to go find some blankets from a thrift store.
Okay, quit that. Bye. Thank you.
Nice.
So that's everything.
You bet.
Perfect. 48.64.
Perfect colors.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's a winter one. There's been a little snow. He wasn't expecting snow because most of the snow had melted. All right. So he's gone. He's bought a bunch of secondhand blankets. He's literally going to set up, it's not clickbait, a blanket fort as a tent. It's awesome.
Found a good spot, paid the fine, time to go camping. I found the perfect campsite. The trees are...
Nobody's filming him. He's filming himself. So if he's with that crazy neighbor, sometimes he could be holding the camera. But in a video like this, it's Steve all alone. He's filming himself.
just where I want them to be to set up this blanket fort. But on the other side of that log, there's a walking trail. And people were literally just walking past there. That'll be a good 10 feet from where the front of my tent is. And I don't want to scare people. There's a fine line between this looking creepy and whimsical. And I want to look like I'm out here having fun and not setting up an encampment. So, with no further ado, let's find out where this ridge line is going to go and what type of a height. I'm guessing probably about that high because I'm using queen size sheets. And if they come down at a nice angle, it should work. To safeguard the tree, I'm using hammock straps around it. And then we'll ratchet strap nice and tight between these trees and set up right here. That looks good to me.
You know what? As much as I always say a lot of his videos would scare the shit out of people if they like happened upon him, not this one. This one, I don't know, he does it so well. The spoiler alert, the tent looking thing, it comes out so well that I don't even think anyone who would see it would think he was creepy. I think they would like chuckle as they passed by. They would get a kick out of what he builds today.
Oh, great. It's not good. So keep all the blankets nice and clean.
Yeah, I totally agree. He also, the first few videos I saw of Steve, he scared the crap out of me too. I thought he was like actually nuts and maybe a little sinister. You know what I mean? The more I watch Steve, the more I realize there's nothing sinister about Steve. He's a very simple guy. He likes to camp a lot and he's found a way to make money online. Like, good for Steve. I got nothing to say. I enjoy the dry like humor and the insanity of the whole thing, you know?
This one has all the nice canoes and everything. These really aggressive clamps. Like, use these for your clothesline if you live in tornado country. Oh, yeah. This blanket, I find, exudes a beautiful forest green.
He's hilarious.
I'm not using these as bedding, it's strictly shelter. But if I was, I'd be washing these because it's got that thrift store smell to it. Which, you know, some people might like, but it's always good practice to wash these things after you buy them.
Yeah, that is kind of gross, whether you're going to use them as bedding or not, because isn't your tent going to kind of stink while you sleep in it? I'm just saying.
I can't believe this is true, but I've slept in worse. See if I can get a wall up here. Yeah. Looks are starting to roll in from the serious campers here. Hasn't anybody seen a grown man sleeping in a blanket fort before? Hello. They were all out of tents. Yeah. Thank you. Will do.
That's so funny. They were all out of tents, Steve. But you know what I mean? He ends up like, okay, he talks with the people. Yeah, goodbye. It's no big deal. Yeah, I don't know. He's done some real creepy shit. I don't consider this one creepy.
I'll put down this sleeping bag. Opened up as kind of a nice floor. Oh. Definitely seems cozy in here. It's nice and quiet too. Blocks out the noise of the neighbors. I like this. Deluxe air mattress tonight. My hip was destroyed after that last camping trip, so I deserve a nice relaxing night on the gourmet self-inflating air mattress. I'll put the door on the front of it here before bed for sure, because the trail is right there. And this is a fine little home.
I don't care what anyone says. Like, that's well done. You can't tell me that's not well done. Well, I don't know what you call those things. Stakes? I think they're called stakes. The thing that you like tap into the ground and then tie the tent to. He fucking like pulled the shit down into the ground. Look at that. Look at that. I couldn't put that shit together. Not like that. Mine would be flapping in the wind. It'd be a whole ass mess. That thing is cool. I want to go and sit in there. Wash the blankets first, but I want to go sit in there and have a J. That would be fun.
Cheers, everybody.
Nothing wrong with that.
All you need is a couple of ratchet straps, a few blankets, and some really aggressive clothespins. You got yourself a makeshift tent right there. There's good, wholesome, normal campers over there with fancy gear and campers. And to show you how close I am to the walking trail, like that's it here. And we're going to walk down it because it goes to the beach. But yeah. We are on the walking trail, and if somebody walks by, that's what they see.
Okay, no, not at all. I can't put that shit together like Steve could put it together. I also don't trust myself to set up a tent. I got a pop-up tent that you literally throw up into the air and poof, when it hits the ground, you got a tent. Don't judge me.
Good thing I don't have to be stealthy here.
The freaking ads are playing. All right, no fries left behind. We wait. No, it's not stealthy at all. Definitely not stealthy. But that is the beauty of paying what he called the fine, right? He can be crazy without even needing to be stealthy. Love that. It's a little extra crazy, this one. I don't know. There's something about it that it's a blanket fort or whatever. I love this video. Sweet little city Frenchie. What does Frenchie know about putting up a tent? I helped someone once put up a tent. She's also from the city, but she called herself a camping person. It took forever. And I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. No, not for me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Booty thing, it's turned into a Camping with Steve parody. I'm going to make a video of me camping in the living room, parodying this guy, Camping with Steve. I'm going to go out into my own hallway when it's all set up, make sure it's all stealthy. You know what I mean? Film back towards the living room from the hall, like see what they see. You know how he sets up his place and then he goes out to see how it looks from the outside? Yeah. Trying to get his shtick down a little bit.
I can see how you could spend hours going for a long walk on the beach, but it's not going to get the snow off the picnic table. Gotta get ready for dinner eventually, and in the daylight is a good time to do it. I drop stuff in the dark.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stealthy go to the kitchen. You know how he cooks like intricate meals on his little campfire? Well, I'm gonna like stealth, make my way to the kitchen and cook something on the fucking stove and then eat it on a plate. Because it's a parody of Steve. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. In the morning he goes to the Tim Hortons drive-through. We're gonna go to my kitchen to the Nespresso machine and make a cup of coffee. You know, stealth though. Stealth. We don't make noise on the way to the kitchen. No, even better. What if I bring the Nespresso into the tent in the living room? Steve does have a normal shovel because Steve is Canadian and Steve knows what's up.
It's a little white noise because the folks in the other campsite are playing copyrighted music, and YouTube doesn't like that one bit. But we'll get a fire going, and hopefully they tucker themselves out, and we can get back to the soothing sounds of the ocean beside us.
Look at Marvin always sticking up for Evie. Okay, listen, it's not about the size of the shovel, right? I get it. I get it. Stuffed lobster bisque.
They've turned down the music, so that's great. You're still talking a little loud, but I don't mind that. I got my flashlights found before it's too dark. Garlic bread, because I'm having salad tonight. The ingredients are in the car so that they don't freeze. I've got lettuce and cucumbers, whatever's supposed to go into a salad. It's right around freezing, so 0 Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Walk in the park, guys. It's actually very warm, or it feels warmer out of the wind. Inside of here.
Well, look at that. It's even an efficient tent. It's warm in his blanket fort. Interesting. You're getting hooked on these van lifers because of you, Frenchie? Listen, I don't even know what's happened to my algorithm this year, but here we are.
Here. And I'll get another part on the front clipped on here relatively shortly, but until bedtime, I like to see the fire right there. Doesn't get any better than this. I never thought I would be unironically dicing a shallot.
Because he's leaning into the crazy. We're making salad now in the winter at our blanket fort.
Just doing a simple halibut salad with white wine cream sauce.
Look at him. Yeah, absolutely simple dish to make while you're camping.
Of course, it's not quite camping with Steve unless you're deglazing your pan-fried halibut pan with a little Pinot Grigio. Shallots.
You can't say he's not funny in a weird Canadian way. Pulls out a bottle of wine to deglaze his pan. Oh my God.
White wine vinegar. That one's still
Not even opened yet.
Wine vinegar. This is so tedious. I love it. He did not just do it. Steve, that was the most blatantly funny thing I think he's ever done.
We let it reduce. Gotta let this cool down before I throw a bunch of cream in here.
Making fucking cream sauce to go on his fit. Mac, this is funny. This is, come on. Who brings all that shit camping?
With spinach in it. Mmm. It's only half frozen, so that's pretty good. Oh, I don't know what any of this is. It's okay. Well, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm going to put in some more familiar friends. You know. This is what I'm making myself eat tonight. These leaves look like something I would be weeding out of the garden, but they don't taste bad. The fish is delicious. Pretty successful night. Ate healthy, which is something new. And
okay, again, I'm no camping person. Who the fuck would do that on a night of camping? You're impressed by his cooking? I know, it's just weird that he does all that, like, with a blanket fort behind him in the shot. You know what I mean? I love it.
Gonna try to peg up the front of this tent here. Ooh, got my thumb there a little bit.
You know what? That's so cute. If a homeless person ever walked by him and smelled his food, would Steve give up his meal? I 100% believe he would. He seems like that kind of guy. And he used to mention about his beautiful wife all the time, that like the cause closest to her heart was always about homelessness. It's like she had a whole thing with that. So hell yeah, I think he would. Or at least share with them, you know?
Blanket tent is incredibly cozy. Right out the door. The fire over there. And forest. Blankies everywhere. Really cozy. Wish I did this 35 years ago. This is amazing. Almost like blackout curtains. I'm not going to know exactly what time it is in the morning, but when I get up, we'll start the day and see what happens.
That's really interesting. And a good point. Chantal, with the comforts of being in a kitchen and stuff, when's the last time you saw her make anything half as complicated as the meal he just ate? Never.
Thanks for following along. Gonna shut this light off here and hit the hay. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. From now on, I'm camping in blanket forts. This is awesome. It's enough insulation that it keeps you pretty warm, keeps the sound down to a minimum. You still get that feeling of fresh air and crispness. This is thoroughly enjoyable. And yeah, you don't need much to go camping, just some blankets and a ratchet strap and some clothespins, really. I wouldn't do it in mosquito territory or if it's raining, but this was
It does seem fucking cozy in there. Eh? There's something cozy about this shot. Him and his stinky blankies. Just wash the blankies. But I like that he called them blankies. That's cute. And it definitely does seem a lot more cozy than a body bag. I don't see him leaving too quickly. You know, it seems comfortable.
It was great. Looks like there's some snow starting to fall. And just going to cook some quick breakfast here. I was going to cook a quick brunch and then pack up. But I think I'm going to stay another night. The blanket fort held up great. And I have nothing to do today. So why not? Make it 2 nights instead of 1, as usual.
See, love the blanket fort. Wow. Wow. I've never seen him do a mission where he ends up staying an extra day either. A mission. I call them missions. These things he does, these videos, you know. I've never seen him stay an extra day. Here he is in his blankie fort staying an extra day.
And that gives me a chance to go through and organize the car because it is so packed full of camping gear, you wouldn't believe it.
Andy, Ella, yeah, it's not even really under the surface now. It's right, you know, everybody knows what he went through. He lost his wife earlier this year, or well, last year now. And no, he is very sad. He's never really been the same, you know.
Right on. The energy I need to tackle the day.
Am I crazy or did anyone else just get like the munchies for some pancakes? Those pancake looks fucking good. I want some so bad right now.
I like when the syrup gets on the eggs.
Brooke, his wife passed away last year, but there's never really been an explanation given as to what happened. But he's a widow. Yeah.
So I've got all this gear to organize, and you may assume that the car is empty. No, my friends, the car is not empty. There is still more stuff in the car. But we're going to condense that. I've got all this camo netting, and it's not folded up. It's just kind of stuffed in a bag.
Oh, it might be. I have no idea. A widower for men. All right, he's a widower then.
We'll get smaller. There's some random tent that I haven't used yet. Little folding stool. Hammock. Oh. Propane pizza oven. This is all just stuff in my car. Got this
Propane
hunting blind that I hope to use in a stealth camping video. It's
suddenly I feel less bad about all the crap that I always have in my trunk. If you just empty out your car, there's a propane pizza oven. That's so weird and niche.
you know, super stealthy.
Well, no, Chazzy, he's been doing videos for a long time on YouTube, long before she passed away.
Borderline obvious. This could be good. Other stuff in the car as well. Another mattress, and all the other cooking gear. So, where to begin, right? This whole bunched up thing here, if it's properly folded, is this size. So that'll clear up some room.
You're just not cleaning out your car. It's talking about wildlife and shit. Awesome.
Day. It's actually quite relaxing. The campground's not quite deserted. I'm not the only one foolish enough to be out here in this weather. However, other people have proper campers and RVs and the like. So with all those pieces of camo knitting, I think I'm going to have to get a compression bag for them because they're so crinkled up that they're not going to fold properly. And I'll be going out next week after another video I have planned, and I'm going to be really going through and organizing the camper, trying to get stuff repaired, installing a new reverse camera on it so that I can reverse easily. With just one person, it's a little tricky to reverse a small trailer like that, especially when you don't know what you're doing, which I don't. So a little bit of practice and a camera should make that easier.
Yeah, they got this like trailer thing. That was interesting. I only watched like half of that video though. It was cute though. It's this cute little tiny little trailer. So cute. I've never seen something that small. Like for camping purposes. You know what I mean?
There was a heavy snowfall warning issued this afternoon. I've been keeping an eye on the radar and it doesn't look too serious, but they're saying that there could be 15 or more centimeters of snow. That could be in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 inches at worst. And not seeing it yet on the radar. I do have some C-clamps and other things I can use to reinforce the tent fortress if it comes down to that. I will tough it out though. I think I can do this. Might take a lot of hunkering down, but we will see what happens with the weather. It's so far so good. The wind.
Wait. If it snows heavy, he's going to stay there in the fucking blankets? Won't that just become all wet and nasty and like heavy and caving in on you with those stinking blankets? I don't know.
It doesn't look too bad. I'm holding off on getting the fire going for this evening. I'm just going to cook some hot dogs tonight. Nice, relaxing, ordinary night where nothing goes wrong is the plan.
Hold on. The ads are playing. Let's see how it ends. Oh, hey, Christy girl. This is Steve. Camping with Steve. He can always run into his car. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, Lynn. You're right. You're right. You did not get a Danny DeVito ad. Oh my God, that's so niche. I love it. How do they know? Oh my God. Wait, I mean, if it does, the walls will freeze and ice also insulates. You think it'll get the chance to freeze or just soak the shit out of the blankets? I don't know. Yeah, it did look like a lot of snow was coming. I don't know. It was a whole color, flashing on the screen. They're really pushing those sandwiches. What's that? What sandwiches? What's the ad for the sandwiches? I think probably depends on the wind. Good point. So much fun camping with him. I know. I don't know. I just want to. I would chill in that like little fort he made today. Camping, not usually my thing. That fort, I could get down with that fort thing. That's cool. Oh, Jersey Mike's. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We don't have that here. Sandwich shop. Okay. Is it good at least? And they keep advertising? Are the ads random? I haven't had any today. I have no idea. Oh, that's so much fun. Your bestie's at the Ice Hotel sipping on vodka now. Fun. $20 subs? No, I'm too cheap for all that. See, a sub is just a sandwich, and I can go make a sandwich in the kitchen for free. You know what I'm saying? $20. Get out of here. For $20, it has to be something I can't make.
I am 2 days into this blanket fort, and it's holding up a lot better than a lot of homemade structures I've made before. Good morning. Looks like a beautiful day out there. And I think it's time for me to get back to reality. I can only hide in my blanket fort for so long. I haven't seen a blanket of snow like this in a fortnight. Guess it's time to take down the blanket fort, though.
He seems almost sad. The way he's like staring at it before he started speaking and stuff, like he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to take it down. He just wants to like hide from the world and stay in his freaking fort for a few days. Relatable, Steve.
How easy is it going to come down? What could be easier than this? Ta-da! So, of course, a shout out to the people who've donated to the blanket fund. Much appreciated.
Blanket fund, no.
And yeah, this blanket I really like. It got pretty wet, but that's okay. Off to the laundromat, and that was to be expected. Does not surprise me. And yeah, I will keep this one because it's got a bunch of nature things on it. There's
Yeah, there's some, I don't like these fucking shout out things. I know I said it last time and I'm going to say it again this time. His channel, in my opinion, is too big for this shit. You know what I mean? I get it if like a small channel or whatever. Yes, you definitely, you have to acknowledge the people who are like supporting you and sending you what he calls the like beer donations and the blanket fund donations. It's PayPal, people who send him money on PayPal, you know? I think now he's too big of a channel. Look how long this thing has already been running. It's nuts.
There's both black bears and grizzly bears on here, as well as you know, canoes, leaves, trees, the whole bit. It's actually really a surprise that there was such an appropriate blanket sitting there in the thrift store. And yeah, the other one will get redonated, but this will be good for the camper and a nice memento of my blanket fort adventure. The nice thing about wet blanket.
On his main channel, hold on. On his main channel, he has 1.27 million subs. And then he has his second channel too. They pack up smaller. Ooh. Made it long enough to get through the night. See? Nothing easier than that. Yeah, there's lots of room in here. Yeah, it was a great adventure. Wanted to do this for 40 years now, so I'm glad I finally did. And please try it yourselves. That was great. And you don't need a whole lot to go camping, as long as it's not raining and there's not mosquitoes everywhere or snakes or anything like that. But in absolutely perfect prime conditions, that is a sensible shelter. So thank you guys for watching. Here's the awkward part. Please subscribe if you're interested in this type of thing. I'll keep it coming. And it's not always like this. It's different every week. I'll find something silly to camp in or somewhere silly to camp. That's just the name of the game in this stunt camping channel.